Imagine having a super-powered spell checker for human DNA, one that can tell us what happens when just one letter in our genetic code changes. That's exactly what scientists are trying to build, and Google DeepMind's AlphaGenome is taking a big step in that direction. Let's start with the basics. Every human body runs on an instruction manual called DNA. It's written using just 4 letters, but the book is enormous, more than 3 billion letters long. These instructions decide everything, from how we look to how our cells behave and how diseases develop. Here's the problem. Change just one letter in this massive book and it could trigger a serious disease. Or do absolutely nothing. Predicting which changes matter has been one of biology's hardest challenges. That's where AlphaGenome comes in. AlphaGenome is an AI system that can read DNA like a language, not just letter by letter, but in long passages. It can analyze up to 1 million DNA letters at once, while still zooming in to see the effect of a single letter change. So what does it tell us? AlphaGenome predicts how DNA controls genes, where genes switch on or off, how much genetic message or RNA is produced, how genes behave differently in the brain, blood, or the muscle, and how DNA interacts with proteins inside the cells. In simple terms, it shows how the genome is actually read inside the body. So why this matters? Here's a surprising fact. Only 2% of our DNA makes proteins. The remaining 98% works like control buttons, switches, dials, and timers. Many diseases are linked to changes in this 98%, but older tools struggle to decode it. AlphaGenome is designed specifically to crack this hidden part of the genes. Scientists can now take a normal DNA sequence, change a single letter, a mutation, and instantly see which biological processes are affected. This is called variant scoring, and AlphaGenome can do it in seconds. A first for AI, RNA splicing. AlphaGenome also tackles RNA splicing, a process similar to film editing, where unwanted scenes are cut out and the rest stitched together. If splicing goes wrong, it can cause rare diseases like spinal muscular atrophy or cystic fibrosis. For the first time, an AI model can directly predict where splicing happens and how strongly it happens just by reading DNA. Real-world proof. In studies of T-cell leukemia, researchers found mutations far away from any known gene. AlphaGenome predicted that these mutations flip on a nearby cancer gene, exactly matching lab results. That shows how a single DNA change can be linked to disease. So how is AlphaGenome different? Other models already exist, like Basenji, Informer, and AlphaMissense, but most focus on one specific task. AlphaGenome stands out because it predicts many biological effects at once. It combines a long-range context with single-letter precision. Think of it as a Swiss Army knife or genome analysis. Researchers say AlphaGenome could be a game changer in understanding DNA. DeepMind scientist Natasha Latisheva says the goal is to understand what different parts of the genome actually do, and in the process, speed up our understanding of the code of life. Peter Koo, a computational biologist at Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory, called AlphaGenome an engineering marvel, saying it marks a major step forward in applying AI to genetics. Now, obviously, there are limitations and restrictions. Despite the hype, AlphaGenome has clear limits. It's research only, not for medical diagnosis. It doesn't replace lab experiments. It relies on existing data, so rare biology may be missed. It doesn't yet cover all species or cell types. And it can't say a mutation will cause disease, only that it might. So basically, it's a guide, not a final answer. By turning DNA into something scientists can finally interpret, AlphaGenome brings us closer to understanding how life's instruction book really works and how a single typo can change the entire story. This is Shubh Bhardwaj for NDTV.